Hey, get us going, Matt.
Yeah, hey Dave, you got three runs there in the second inning, and I think the rest of the game only had three base runners. What did you see from Auburn's pitching and your offense over the last seven innings of the game?
Yeah, just from their starters. I mean, and then their reliever Sanders, nothing but strikes. Strike one, strike two for the most part. Um, Breaking balls for strikes, sliders for strikes, and we didn't hit them. Obviously, we struck out 12 times in the game, something like that, and you know didn't do much. That's what I saw.
Do they throw more, breaking pitches than your typical, maybe weekend staff does?
They threw a lot of off-speed pitches, a lot of sliders. And, they have good arms, but they throw strikes, and they throw strikes with their breaking balls, or they're close. They don't. It's not. It wasn't like a lot of big misses. It were borderline pitches that made you either have to swing, and if you took it, we called a strike. And yeah, they today they did a great job.
Feel like kind of a tough assignment today, the fact that they were able to, have two of their weekend starters with the way that they put together their pitching this weekend.
Yeah, when we lost game one, and they were throwing their, fourth starter, who's one of their best starters, obviously, with his numbers are great. We knew that it was going to really be a fight. We knew we were going to need to score today. I thought it would be a lot more competitive game than it was. That's the disappointing thing for me is that I feel like that, we jumped out and scored three runs. We needed to score at least three. We had the bases loaded, no outs. And then, thank goodness we got a big two-out hit by a freshman. Um, but then we go give it back to them. And, it wasn't like they killed the ball in the second inning. They had an infield single, then a flare to right that drops in front of our outfielder. But that's what starts, big innings. And then, probably a walk in there, a hit, I don't know, hit by pitch. And next thing you know, it's tied up. And, that was disappointing.
Colin Fisher, I mean, it's been about four or five, I think, starts in a row where he just hasn't gotten real deep into games for you. Is it the same thing with him, or do you feel like it's different from outing to outing?
Well, I thought the first inning he looked really good. You thought, wow, okay, he's got his stuff. And and then it just kind of disappeared. Then he'd show it to you for a hitter, it looked real good. And it's two balls, 2-1, 3-1. It was just really up and down. Kind of really, we didn't know what to do, what to expect, because he would show us some good stuff and then would go away, and then show it again. And we're trying to get into the game a little bit 'cause it's 3-3. You're thinking, okay, we're going to score, and then obviously the bats went away.
Jackson, go ahead.
Hey Dave, just how important is it right now with what you guys are going through to get another righty reliever kind of rolling? Because Steele even has been a little up and down, but with Kircher and Brissy today too, kind of struggling.
Yeah, both of those guys have really struggled. I thought Eves gutted it up for us and got us through that inning, and we didn't want to bring him in that early. We wanted Brissy to get us an out or two, and uh, Kircher just give us an out or two, and that was a little bit of a dagger right there when that didn't happen. And then we had to go back and recycle a guy. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to revamp our pitching staff, our bullpen. We've got to make some changes, or we're not gonna be around when it comes to the end of the season.
How much did you mentioned it when we spoke after the Florida game, but how much did the Thursday, Friday, Saturday schedule just kind of prevent you guys from maybe making some changes this weekend with the pitching?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. We're back on schedule next week. We've got a big game on Tuesday night at home, and then we head back to Alabama, play a really, really good Alabama team. So, we've got some time to get our pitching lined up, at least the first two games.
It seems like in the SEC, Kojal's been struggling. I know he had a big game against Missouri State, but what have you seen from him at the plate? Maybe that's gone into a little bit of struggles here in the last couple weekends.
I think he's swinging at bad pitches, chasing, and then he's starting to press a little bit. I mean, really, we had really good hitter this weekend, named Helfrich, and after that, it was flip a coin. And we've got to get more guys going. I told them that last night. We got to have 3 or 4 guys going in the lineup. I don't expect 7, 8, or 9 to be going at the same time. They can chip in and take a walk and advance some runners, but we got to get some more guys going.
On a positive, how good was it to see Gibbler bounce back after, some struggles on Thursday? And, how important was it to maybe give him a clean inning to start in? He's come on with runners on a lot this year.
Yeah, we wanted to see him come in and just pitch a couple innings and get him ready for next weekend, possibility of starting.
Thank you.
Matt, you got anything else? Coach, appreciate your time.
Yeah.